Okay, it's time for an Uno reverse card, and that's because today we're going to be covering the video of what would happen if every single country was a YouTube channel. Now, the reason why it's an Uno reverse card is because I made a video called What Would Happen If Every YouTube Channel Was a Country, and it came up with some pretty interesting results in that simulation, so I recommend that you check that one out too. Now, this video was sponsored by Creator Cash, and this is a very useful utility for everyone who's interested in growing your own YouTube channel, and especially if you're already making money on YouTube. If you want to have your own way to be able to just get your money from YouTube whenever you want without having to wait, well then Creator Cash is the best way to go. And there's a new feature in the Creator Cash app that I wanted to promote. If you guys remember from last time, they've added this new thing in, and I think it's really nice. And this is where you can host your own digital store where you can post ebooks, one-to-one live meetups, and webinars, and all kinds of stuff. There's lots of customization options, and of course, you could link it directly with your YouTube channel, so your fans have an easy access way to all of your products and everything that you want to sell. And by the way, this utility is especially useful for when you're trying to sell digital products like downloads or even perks for your channel such as shoutouts, and an easy option for selling online courses too. All you have to do to get set up is just download it, sign in with your YouTube channel, add your social links, add your store background and artwork, and get straight into selling whatever product you want. From digital services to perks that you can offer your fans just for donating a little bit of money. There's so many options, and that's why I feel like it could benefit so many people watching this video. And with that being said, let's get straight into it. So, this question sure does boil down to be a dilly of a pickle, doesn't it? Because honestly, countries have a lot more people and have quite a bit more numbers than just a silly YouTube channel can. I mean, after all, they make up the very groups of all of the people on Earth to begin with. So what exactly would it look like if instead of normal everyday YouTube channels being run by people or companies or, it was actually just all governments that ran every single YouTube channel. But other than that, all the other features of YouTube remain the exact same. Meaning that YouTube would still be a video platform that you can just hop on and watch Among Us videos all day long, and nothing in the real big picture of it would change. There would still be subscriber counts, video views, and everything the likes of which. Except, every normal, everyday person would not just be able to create a YouTube channel. You would have to actually be your own official country to do so. You would kind of have to submit some sort of form which certifies that you are officially a country. But don't worry, you could probably still find a fake version of whatever that would be somewhere on the deep web, so there's still hope that you could still own your own channel. But not really. Alright, so now we have to set the overall ground rules here, the basic principles that are going to decide exactly how this whole thing is going to play out from the very beginning. We're going to make it just as fair as it is in the real world. The first thing that you'd probably be able to predict is that the population of each country is going to now be equal to the subscriber count of each YouTube channel. So, every single country joined YouTube at the exact same time that the country was formed in real life. So, I think it goes to show that maybe we are now dealing with time periods that go back a little bit further than the year 2005, but we'll get into the details of all that later on. Secondly, one of the obviously more important features would be the videos that each channel has. Now, this corresponds to the population of cities in all of these countries, and the most populated cities equals the most viewed videos on all of these channels. That's the best I can come up with, okay, so don't at me. So now, as you can probably predict, it gets a little bit dodgy when it comes down to the whole thing of how the subscriber count works. Exactly how easy it is for a person to just unsubscribe from one country and then subscribe to another, or if you can be subscribed to multiple countries at one time, and does that equal you having an equal amount of citizenships in different countries? We're not going to say that you're going to need a passport to be able to get into any YouTube channel that you're not subscribed to. We're just going to say that you can just get a passport by simply subscribing. But the only way that you can officially become a citizen of a YouTube channel is by clicking the members section. And I guess that means that you'll officially be part of the country in terms of its population, for whatever that's supposed to mean, even though subscribing kind of still does that same thing. I really don't know, okay? Just use your own imagination. Unsurprisingly speaking, the #1 most subscribed YouTube channel is, of course, going to be China. and then we're going to have India, and then finally the United States. The maybe not so holy trinity of the largest numbers that exist on the entire map, accounting for over 30% of the entire population of all other countries on Earth, and on YouTube now apparently. The only problem of course with this whole simulation is that there's only 210 countries in the entire Earth, meaning that there can only be 210 countries or YouTube channels that exist, which means by ratio, the competition is going to be definitely shook. I'm pretty sure it's safe to say that the diamond play button is not really going to seem that special anymore. They might have to move up the YouTube awards to the 1 billion mark for that matter. The #1 most viewed video on the entire website would have hardly under 40 million total views, which for instance isn't really that much, considering that would be probably the average video that you would see being viral on this channel, but it would be equivalent to the most viral video ever made on YouTube as of right now, being Baby Shark. That's right, the news might hit you a little bit bluntly, but that's the most viewed video on YouTube. That's right. All of YouTube's history up to this point has led down to this being the most viewed piece of content in internet history. I think it's a pretty good match with Tokyo, considering that the channel that made this Baby Shark video is by no means the most subscribed channel, and nowhere near is Japan either. As a matter of fact, Japan's most populated video, or most viewed video in this instance, has 30% of the entire amount of views as they have in subscribers. But on the other hand, the most eerily close correlation that we have to the actual YouTube that we see today and this current simulation is the population of the #2 most subscribed channel being India, and that's being that they are growing faster than China and are soon to overtake them, basically becoming the very T-Series in real life. As a matter of fact, it's estimated that India will be bigger than China in only 2 years. So instead of Pewds versus T-Series, we have China versus India. It definitely wouldn't be that fair of a fight between the two of them, considering the differences in their two statuses. United States, being technically speaking the most powerful country in the real world, would be the most popular YouTube channel in existence, despite it having significantly lesser numbers of subscriber count. It would just be the quote-unquote most relevant YouTube channel, or YouTube personality, with the most follower counts on other places throughout the internet, such as Twitter, Instagram, and all kinds of other social media websites. However, it wouldn't be getting that many views on each video because, considering the United States has a freedom of speech policy, they allow all of their citizens to upload all of their videos for them, expressing all of their opinions on different topics, which, considering the amount of subscribers that the United States would have, that would mean tens of millions of videos would probably be being made every single day on their channel. It would probably end up being like the TEDx Talk channel that has over 10 million subscribers but yet only gets a couple hundred views per video since they upload every few minutes. China, India, and all the rest around those lines in the top charts would all just be reserved for their own government officials' video making. And now that brings us to the more dangerous areas of the YouTube channel community, even that of North Korea. North Korea would have their subscriber count blocked, and the only way that you could become a citizen is by becoming a member of the YouTube channel, and there would be a long terms of service thing you would have to sign, and by the time you clicked agree and got all set up with it, you would have forgot to read the part where you can't leave. And then the unsubscribe button would just be permanently gone, and you would just be kind of stuck there. Too bad, so sad. The oldest YouTube channel on the entire website would be quite a surprising one, which I'm pretty sure no one would have expected. I completely forgot that YouTube doesn't have polls in the card section anymore, which kind of sucks to me. But in this alternate universe, they still would have that, just so you know. So I would be prompting you to guess which country it would be, but now I'm just going to have to give away the surprise and tell you. The oldest YouTube channel made on the website wouldn't be Jawed like it is in our normal universe, but it would be the YouTube channel known as San Marino. That's right. The YouTube channel would have been started in the year 303 AD, and it would have a subscriber count of 33,000 making it a 2,500-year-old YouTube channel. It would have sucked to see how slow the internet would have been back then. That's right, you probably thought that the real answer would have been China or Egypt, right? But no, they actually wouldn't have even been in the top 10 oldest. But regardless, it was long enough ago to where their computers that they were using to subscribe to these channels were probably just cave painted onto the side of the wall while they were still eating rocks for breakfast. But the most surprising thing out of all this is that the oldest video on YouTube in this alternate universe would actually be about 9,000 years older than the oldest YouTube channel. So, I don't really know how that works, but okay. Also, here's a nice little infographic which shows the legacy of all of YouTube based off the original first classic YouTube channels, which then branched out into everything that we see today. And I thought it was a pretty good, interesting thing to look at if you wanted to see it for yourself. Yes, that is what would happen or what it would look like if every country was a YouTube channel. And if you subscribe to this YouTube channel, well then you'll officially become a citizen of the Thetekkitrealm, and you'll also get 10 years of good luck if I didn't say so before. You don't want to be missing out on that, obviously. But until the next time, I'll see you guys later.